Well, welcome back to the drawing room. I've been doing some painting and renovation rather urgently up there where the water got in. It's been a bit of a job to do actually. That's why I haven't been around much because it took some doing. That did. It was almost a case of, well, I'm good, but I'm not that bloody good, as a matter of fact. But you can see there the damage on the ceiling that the water coming in did. And not too much I can do about that. I had similar trouble a few years ago there, and you can see the non-decorative bit that I did myself because I couldn't replicate the little frilly bits and the flowers and so on. Whoop, excuse me while I turn myself back out the right way. Anyway, there's been a few exciting things going on. Oh, I can't believe how exciting it is. The other day, Helios Hall on here sent me a little JVC HD camera. And after a bit of a bumpy start, I managed to work out how it all works and what it all does. So don't be surprised if some of the films might look widescreen in future because it does it in widescreen. Nothing wrong with that. I expect a lot of you have got wide screens anyway. Me, as you see, I've got an older wood and brass sort of steampunk looking thing which you may remember. Somewhere around here is that old record player as well. It's the same sort of look. Ah dear, yes. So well, thank you very much for sending the JVC. It will be useful, I imagine, because although I have managed to repair this, and it seems to be okay, and I've also got some brand new batteries, which appear to have helped. It's strange. They last as long as they should do in, say, a Walkman, but in this thing, they didn't. Very odd indeed. Oh well, one of those things. And then Ian, Radio G1DRP, is sending another camera, so it looks as if I'm covered that way, whatever happens. Now, with regards to the computer, I've been poking about and asking around, and it turns out that this system could be updated or upgraded or whatever they call uprated to a different system. So I could even end up with Windows 8 on it if that became necessary. It's certainly designed with a view to accepting Vista, because it says so on the back of the this thing. So yeah, and Adam has been down from Ashford, Vintage Sales 1992, and on one of his recent visits he brought down a laptop that runs on Vista, and it's got wireless capability. And I thought a wireless was a thing that had big valves in it, and a large oval or a round speaker and a light up dial, but it seems not. There's other wireless things nowadays. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. But the only thing is, try as I might, I can't get the wireless to work. There's a button on top that you could press, and it's supposed to start that. And you could also press a combination of keys on there, and I know what they are because I read the instructions, unusually, and still nothing. On the other hand, though, I have managed to fix the uber crackly volume control on the amplifier thing for the computer sound, so that can only be good. So that's the way things are looking at the moment. I've got Adam's reel-to-reel to sort out again, because it really needs a proper idler making up for part of the drive system. And the one I did, it's all right, but it's just all right. I feel it might be better to make something out of brass and put a rubber tyre around that, because a friend of mine's an engineer and he has a lathe, so it's amazing how useful such a contraption is when you're doing that sort of thing. It's a very old machine actually. It's all imperial on there, and I expect that the reel-to-reel is probably metric, being made in Austria. But even so, it can be done. Yes, yes, nil desperandum and all that sort of stuff. But, dear, they're on the radio just now about this bloody Syria again. I really don't know why they worry about it. It's not a civilized country, is it? You know, let's be honest about it. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. And why do I get the dreadful feeling that that is going to be the next lavatory pan that David Cameron and others flush their country's taxpayers' money down? Bleeding marvellous, isn't it? Oh, well, there we are. That's a good moan over and done with. So, yeah, we've got a beautiful day down here today. There's a lot of wind about, so either means David Cameron's near or somebody, but some politician. Very, very windy down here. Been doing a bit more painting in the hall and sorting things out, so also got a Telefunken boombox. I started work on that, and well, it's probably best I do another film about that, because I found one or two interesting things on there which weren't at first apparent. Anyway, so with that, I shall wait and hopefully see you soon.